Hello guys, Device over here. It's Sunday again, and that means that I am uploading again. Now, today we're gonna go take things a little differently. Last time we spoke about 3 ways of finding a lost item, and this week I am going to be talking to you about, well, you'll see. So, the topic about today is running at your own pace. Now, I'm gonna take a little bit of a detour, and I'm gonna assume that most of you guys have a place to call home. Now, if you do have a place called home, that's great. I am so happy. I hope things are going well. Sometimes they don't. But let me tell you a little bit about my house, my home. You know, I live alone with my father. It's just me and him. I'm an only child. And whatever happens between this house stays in this house, or so we're told. So I'm going to let you in a little bit of something. When my mom left, she left the treadmill. Now, the treadmill's been there for years and nobody's been using it until recently. My dad has began this whole fitness routine where he has to get fit for like a 45-year-old, and he has to pick up and stuff. And even though I shouldn't be laughing, and I'm not laughing, I actually admire him. I admire him because he's taking a fitness routine that I've caught up myself many times in the past, yet I've left it behind. Now, my father comes in to me daily, and he comes to the door, and he's like to me, "How do I look?" And he always tries to say, "Look, I've lost weight." Now, he did this for a week or two before he started showing me, and I kept telling him the same thing. I don't see a difference. But after a week or two of being told now, even though I still couldn't see much of a difference, I could see that there was a difference happening. There was a gap happening. Now, this type of progress can be a bit demotivating because, from my perspective, from his perspective, he's not seeing any change. But the change is happening. The change is happening so slowly that we don't see it. It happens so fast at the same time that the time he showed me how much he's lost, I was outstanded. Now, I'm going to be talking to you about the treadmill. And the first thing I'm going to be talking to you about the treadmill is about when you walk in a treadmill. Now, I'm going to be relating life with a treadmill. Now, keep up with me. Now, life is like a treadmill. You have the walking pace. Now, the walking pace is just your progress. You walk every time. Walking pace is the slowest thing you can do in a treadmill. But if you take it out to an everyday life, everything's passing you, but slowly. You just don't see the progress fast enough, and sometimes when you don't reach the goal, you just give up. Now, my dad's been working at it for quite a while, and he has started to see the progress, and he's happy about it. But it took him months before he did that. You know? It took him months before he started seeing any progress. Now, I want to talk to you about to not be demotivated by the idea of no progress. Now, progress in this scenario is fitness, but I am not trying to tell you to be fit. Thing is, I'm not no one to talk about fitness. I have nothing. But when I know that life is progress, and it's gradual and it's slow, you won't see it straight away. You can take this progress into, let's say, designing. You might come up with not so good stuff in the beginning, and you don't see much of a difference in your work as you work at it, but later on people start to recognize and see there's a difference in the things that you do. But even though you don't see anything because you have been moving slowly, people just see you at the spot where you're at. So what I'm saying is, walking in the treadmill is the slowest yet most painful thing. Do not give up. Now, because we're walking, there's also the second mode, jogging. Now, jogging is a much faster version of walking. It's kind of like running, but not at a high intensity. You're just cruising along. Now, the cruising along is quite important because jogging is your age and your opportunities that come to you. Now, if you are jogging, you're going to be seeing a lot of things coming your way, but you have to be jogging. If you're walking, you're too slow and you cannot grasp this opportunity. Now, why is this important? This is important because sometimes you yourself want to progress and you have an amazing opportunity popping up, You have such skills, but if you are not jogging, if you are not going towards it, you're going to miss it. If you go too slow, you're going to miss it. If you go too fast, it's going to come right at you and hit you in the face and you won't even be able to react. So you have to be jogging for you to catch that opportunity. All right? And now, the thing is, if walking is your progress, if jogging is your opportunity, then what is running? The only thing that's running out, apart from your money on a Saturday night, is, you guessed it, time. Time is running out. Running is time because you can't, you want to run, you have to run along with time. You have to keep up with time, If you go too slow, time will just hit you in the face. The next thing you know, no, I'm 40, And it is very important to run with time, but also recognize that when you're running, you're going at, let's say this is the finish line. Walking is this, jogging is that, running, you are coming closer to the end. Now, what are you going to be doing in the time between where you're at and the finish line is completely up to you, I am no one to tell you what to do with your life. I am no one. I'm just telling you that your time is going to run out sooner or later, depending on what speed you're going. And by the time you reach the finish line, are you going to be comfortable with what you have done? Now, I know this is a bit weird because it's like, why are you talking to me about treadmills and running and finish laps, It's because I'm doing the triathlon. No, I am not doing the triathlon. Do not look at me. I am not going to be there, putting it out there. Might do it in the future if the request is high enough. Yeah. So, run at your pace, run your own race. This is very important coming from me. Thing is, I can run as fast as I can. You might be a bit faster. But because you are faster does not mean you are the winner of my race. Thing is, I might be going for a marketing goal. You might be going for the fitness routine. They might be going for like a trading system. It does not matter how fast I run because it does not affect you in your goal. It does not affect you in your goal. Nobody matters in your own race because whether that person stops up does not measure you at all. You are the only racer in this race. You can go in as fast as you want. You can go in as slow as you want. As long as you make it to the finish line, you look back and you are proud to say, I made that. So don't worry about anybody else and how fast they're going. If you're getting into the fitness routine, don't look at other people and how heavy they're lifting. If you're going to look at other people do it, it's like look at what they're doing, how they're doing the exercises, and learn from that and see if you can apply that to your own life to make yourself improve. Don't look at other people and envy them. Look at other people and learn. Because if you don't look at other people and learn, you're not going to learn and you're not going to advance and you're not going to be as good as you could be if you would be taking the notes. That's another thing. When it comes to jogging, running, and that, there are always limits. I have my limits. You have your limits. Know your limits and try and surpass them. Don't go too hard at once but run at your own pace and try and surpass them. Thank you.